Let's dive right into this explainer and crack the code on how to make AI actually reliable for your business. We hear all the time about the massive potential of large language models, right? But we also hear the horror stories. AI is just making up facts out of thin air. Well, today, we're looking at the definitive architecture that solves this exact problem. It's called RAG, and it is completely changing how businesses deploy artificial intelligence.
Before we get to the solution, we absolutely have to understand the problem. I mean, think about it. Standard large language models are essentially like brilliant, highly capable students who are forced to take a closed book exam. They have this vast general knowledge from their training, but if you ask them a highly specific question about your proprietary company data, they don't actually know the answer. But instead of just saying, "I don't know," they try to guess based on patterns. And that guessing, that's exactly what we call an AI hallucination.
So, here's our agenda for today. We're going to cover 1. AI's biggest limitations, 2. What is RAG, 3. The 5 steps explained, 4. The benefits of RAG, and 5. Real-world AI solutions.
Starting with Section 1, AI's biggest limitations.
You see, even the most powerful large language models have 3 critical flaws. Number 1, they generate incorrect or misleading info, those hallucinations we just talked about. Number 2, their knowledge is basically frozen in time. They might not have the latest updates because they only know what they were originally trained on. And number 3, which is honestly a massive deal breaker for businesses, they cannot directly access private company documents. Standard AI is completely locked out of your proprietary data.
Moving on to Section 2. What is RAG?
RAG stands for Retrieval Augmented Generation. To put it simply, RAG enhances a standard LLM by retrieving highly relevant, specific information from external sources right before the AI actually generates its response. Going back to our earlier analogy, RAG is essentially giving that brilliant AI student an open book exam and handing them your company's exact, up-to-date textbook to read from before they answer.
So the crucial point here is this simple equation. RAG equals retrieval plus an LLM. When you pair the ability to search and retrieve specific documents with the reasoning and conversational power of a large language model, the output equals vastly more accurate, context-aware responses. You're literally combining the precision of a search engine with the intelligence of an AI.
Which brings us to Section 3, the 5 steps explained.
Mapping this out, we can see the journey starts on the far left with the user, moves through a search phase into a database, packages that information into a prompt, and finally hands it over to the AI brain on the right. Let's break down exactly what's happening at each of these stops.
Here's the 5-step magic trick. Step 1, the user asks a question. Step 2, rather than going straight to the AI, the system first searches your private knowledge base. Step 3, and okay, this is the highly technical part, relevant information is retrieved using something called embeddings and a vector search. Basically, that just means it finds information conceptually related to the question. Step 4, that retrieved, highly relevant context is securely added to the user's original prompt. And finally, Step 5, the LLM, now armed with the exact facts it needs, generates a flawless response. To make all this happen, developers rely on a specific ecosystem of tools called the Common RAG Tech Stack. This usually involves programming languages like Python and orchestration frameworks like LangChain. For the AI brain, you're looking at top-tier models from places like OpenAI or Claude. The memory, where your data actually lives, is handled by specialized vector databases, things like Pinecone or Milvus. And this is all tied together and deployed using tools like Docker. It's a seriously robust, enterprise-ready software stack.
All right, Section 4. The benefits of RAG.
Remember those severe limitations we discussed earlier? Well, RAG directly fixes them. First and foremost, it drastically reduces AI hallucinations, giving you much more accurate and context-aware responses. Secondly, it uses the latest information instantly, without requiring you to retrain the underlying model, which is a massive advantage. It enables secure access to your private, walled-off enterprise knowledge. And perhaps most importantly for the bottom line, it's far more cost-effective than trying to constantly fine-tune an AI model on your specific data. It's just faster, cheaper, and safer.
And finally, Section 5, Real-World AI Solutions.
From powering flawless, hallucination-free customer support chatbots to enabling deep, highly accurate healthcare and legal document searches, RAG is absolutely everywhere right now. We're seeing it drive banking Q&A systems, power AI code assistance for developers, and act as the backbone for internal company knowledge bases. It is quite literally the invisible engine driving reliable, enterprise-grade AI across every major sector.
I want to leave you with this final thought. Look around your own organization. What dormant, private data, PDFs, historical records, internal wikis, is just sitting there right now that RAG could instantly transform into your most powerful, interactive business asset? The technology to unlock that data safely and accurately isn't some future promise. As we've seen in this explainer, the architecture is here right now. So, how will you use it?